And now you take the gravy boat and you pour it over everything. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode on the Big Dane podcast. How was your weekend? Are you still trying to get outside? Yeah, it's been kind of random with it's cold, now it's warm, now it's cold. Like we've been turning on and off the heat. And yeah, I feel like these Conchi homes just like, I'm like, where is the heat? Because it's not getting to our bedroom. Yeah, I literally took out my electric blanket because that's how cold. I can't sleep when I'm cold. So I'm like, let me get warm first. So I'm like going to bed in like a full sweatsuit. And then literally like by the time I wake up, I have like shorts on, a t-shirt. So it's hilarious. But yeah, I wanted to tell you real quickly on a walk I had, and I saw two cats. Yeah. One looked like Moo's cousin, just hanging out on like a little sunroom, just relaxing. I looked over because I was like, I feel like I see something out of my peripheral. And then I'm like, oh, it's a little tuxedo cat. So it was very cute. And then as I continued walk, literally like two houses down, and then there was an AC unit just in the front window there on like the first floor, and the cat was like just sitting on top of it, like outside. I'm like, okay, is that what you like? Is that kind of comfortable for you? Because it doesn't look like it. Oh my goodness. So that's been about it. Yeah, it's just starting to get cold, but I'll take some of these warm days. I will take it. So we're gonna get into Thanksgiving. Yeah, getting hyped up for it. I know obviously it's a little different this year, but I'm just gonna tell you some about like our traditions that we have, and some of the things I've experienced and what we like to make and all that jazz. So I'm gonna get right into it. So I will say, growing up, we would always have it at my parents' house. That was just a staple because my only two cousins, like first cousins that I have, don't live here. Like my aunt, which is my dad's sister, she and her family live in upstate New York. So growing up, we never went up there like for Thanksgiving. It just wasn't a thing. Um, so we would just have just the four of us, so my parents and then Scott and I, and that was it. And it was kind of funny because I felt like we made like all this food for just like four people, but it was great. And then I'd say like as I got older, I remember like coming back from break from college, and my mom's cousins, they started to come up, which was nice to see them from Virginia. Um, and then even like my brother's like old roommate at the time too would join us. So we'd have like these extra people. So it was just kind of nice to have like a different vibe and just to like spend time with each other and spend it with people we don't normally see. So loved that. But I'll say like as a kid and maybe a teenager, and I kind of still make it a little tradition, I always enjoy watching some of the 6 ABC parade. Yeah. Yeah. I know. Do I like attending a parade? No. No. I like to watch it so I can see, maybe I don't like what's coming up. So, like, I'll go take a break and then come back, or whatever. But it was just like something like I remember it was always on when I woke up, and it just kind of stuck. So now, like, even as an adult, I have to like put it on and just, remember those moments. Um, Also, I always remember too, like, being an athlete and playing a bunch of sports and competitive sports. We always had a soccer tournament that weekend. So it was like, all right, let's feast up and then gotta go burn this off. But it was at Deep Run, so like kind of beyond North Wales, like Hilltown Pike, like over that area. Like if anyone's familiar with like Zoto's Diner, I'm pretty sure that's still there. But it was kind of like over in that area. But I remember the one time, like when we did have it, it was like all this fog, like on the field. Like we couldn't even see each other. Like, are you passing to me or did you actually just pass to our opponent? So that was always like literally every year as I couldn't remember until I stopped playing. So it was a long time. And then as I got older, after watch the parade and now, you can smell everything that's going on in the kitchen. It's like, when are we eating? We'd always ask. But I remember like jogging around like the block to get ready. I'm like, all right, gotta get my hunger ready for the dinner, do my own little turkey trot. Meanwhile, other people are doing like real turkey trots. I'm like, okay. And then, yeah, once I was 21 and it was like, all right, we can go out the night before and let's do this. Let's see what this is all about. And so once we started doing that, then like Thanksgiving Day was like, oh my God, I'm like trying to recover. But I feel like back then you could bounce back. I can't bounce back now. I got to take my drinking vitamins. Sheesh. But yeah, I remember either going, right down in the North Wales borough there to Tex-Mex, or one of the years we went to Margaritas. Actually, I don't know since I don't live there, obviously. It was kind of near the turnpike, so all the way down like 70 Pike, near like Bustard Road. Yeah, I like to go by the street names because that's what I know. For those of you that don't know many street names, I will say it's near Wawa. I think we all know where Wawas are, right? So, but yeah, no, it was near the turnpike up there, and it was just crazy. I just remember like all these people. It was just insane. But it's just like it's a lot, and then after a year, it starts to get cold, kind of old, and like, all right, like, are we going out? Are we not going out? And then we end up going out. And now, and, recently, it's just like, just want to like relax and just have like my own wine or beer at like my place and not like chugging beer, like, yo, you gotta take this. We gotta compete with the college students. It's like, why would there be college students? Well, maybe, right? Maybe if they just turned 21, the older college students, right? Coming back. So, got to keep up. But yeah, it's like taking shots and this and that. And I'm like, I can't. I can't. So, yeah. So, and I'm just like, all right, let's just take it down a little notch and enjoy ourselves here. Yeah, but I'd say after, all of the watching the parade and I did my little turkey trot, my own little turkey trot around the block, North Wales. And then it's just like kind of like a waiting game, right? And then, but I will say I did like help my parents out with the cooking and like make like a side dish or something like that. But we were the ones that ate on the later side, I'd say. Like, I remember hearing people like, yeah, we ate at like 12 o'clock. I'm like, 12 o'clock? I just woke up because I was out last night. But yeah, no, we would eat like 3:30, 4, and just kick it off. But I don't know, I kind of like that time because then it's not like too early, but it's not like you're eating dinner like your regular time, like 6:30, maybe 7, like, because then you gotta have room and a little like breather for your dessert, right? So, but I don't know, like we were definitely, like I was saying, like we made like a ton of food. And yeah, it would normally just be the four of us. And then, as the years went on, we had some more family. It wasn't always like consistent, but, um, and yeah, so it'd be like, all right, definitely got the turkey. I know not many people like turkey, which I don't know. I love all foods, so I love me some turkey. And then what about the leftovers? Oh, I gotta get into that. So we'd have the turkey, all right? I feel like my dad would kind of, well, he would like always cut it. Um, and then we would certainly have like the mashed potatoes. Sometimes we would like change it up, like maybe let's have some chives to it. Maybe let's do a little cheddar potatoes, yeah? Um, always had the sweet potato casserole. Oh my gosh. Some people I feel like still have never had this. And like, where have you been? Under a rock? Under your mashed potato rock? Yeah? Yeah. And I don't like making it with the candied sweet potatoes. Like, oh my god, I might as well eat a candy bar. Like, so much sugar, like I can't even eat it. So gotta get regular sweet potatoes and then just go from there. And like I've seen like some different recipes where they'll do a little like pecan, like streusel almost on top. But then others like don't have the pecans. And just have like a little like cinnamon sugar, like crumbly topping. But oh my god, I'm forgetting the marshmallows. We've altered it like so many times. I feel like over the years, where for a while we had the one with the marshmallows on top, and then other years like we're like, all right, let's not do the marshmallows and we'll just do a little like pecan streusel. So yeah, many different ways. And then obviously the green bean casserole. Now, do you use canned green beans? Or do you use fresh or frozen? Yeah, I think the latter, right? Um, Man, like if you were ever a guest at someone's house for Thanksgiving or maybe even Christmas, because I feel like that could still like hang around, bring back the green bean casserole. And I remember having it at someone's house and it was made with canned green beans. Why? Why would you do that? That's so gross. It just doesn't even taste like green beans anymore. It's like salty mush that looks green. But yeah, you got to do the fresh or you got to do the frozen. It just tastes so much better. I'm telling you. So, oh my gosh, but I absolutely, that is like one of my favorites on Thanksgiving. Every now and then I'd say we have some corn, maybe a little cream corn, but yeah, I was just like, all right, yeah, I guess we'll have some corn. I could take it or leave it. But one thing that would always be on the table, um, the Pillsbury crescent rolls. Yeah, yeah, not the what's it called? The grands, I think, right? They're larger kind of. I'm like literally taking my hands together and putting like the size of it. Obviously you can't see it, but this is how I talk with my hands. Yeah, it was just like a little biscuit, but we would always, have the crescent rolls and you'd have to like roll them up and make sure they're in that form and then you bake it and then it's done. But it was so delicious. We'd always have like the little basket for that and they'd just be gone. Like maybe there'd be like one left, but that was something else. And then okay, I know I just like hated on the canned green beans. The only thing that I liked canned was the canned cranberry and how you slice it and it's like a jelly. I don't know. I think it tastes better. I don't know. There's just something different about it than the fresh. Now, okay, fresh is good, but the fresh, it's very tart. You gotta really dress it up. You gotta put some, orange peel in there, maybe some orange zest, right? Sugar. This, you just pop out of the can, it's in full form, and you just do like a couple slices, and that's it. So, yeah. So, don't judge, but try it out if you haven't tried the can. Now, the gravy. Now, do you buy it in the can? Or do you make your own gravy? Now, this was another job of my dad's. He would always be in charge of the gravy. It's like, Dad, yo, I don't see it. Where is the gravy? He's like, oh, yeah, I got it. I'm almost done. And so whipping it up there in the kitchen, and he brings it out, and it was just like, whoa, Dad. I can't beat this, right? That really blows the cans out of the water there. Who knew we were going to talk about so much cans? But I love it. So, and then I can't forget all of the stuffing. I know, for 4 people, we had 3 different kinds of stuffing. And I'm not exaggerating. We got the stuffing from the turkey that was stuffed in there, right? Then we got, if you didn't want that, we had another option for you. Yeah. How about just regular stuffing that wasn't in the bird? Okay. And then we also had, this was kind of like a special kind of stuffing. So we're getting a little fancy. Maybe you saw something online. Maybe you're watching Food Network. Okay. So how about cornbread stuffing? Yo, that's where it's at. If you have not made cornbread stuffing before, please make it immediately. But yeah, it was all delicious. Like, all right, I'll just have like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, just put it all together. Oh my gosh. And then I forgot about the gravy. So who would make a little like well in their mashed potatoes, right? To put the little gravy in. Or were you the person that now you have your full plate? You got your turkey, if you like the turkey, your green bean casserole, stuffing, okay, your mash, and now you take the gravy boat and you pour it over everything. Were you? Was that you? Okay, that's fine. Hey, more the merrier, right? You just gotta say some for everyone else, okay? Yeah, and then for dessert, we'd probably take a little breather, stretch it out, maybe do a lap around the block. But of course, we would have the pumpkin pie. And that, of course, was a staple. You have to have the pumpkin pie. Because why not? It's delicious. And we got the Ready Whip, right? For the whipped cream. Just put it on there, load it up so much that you can't even see your slice now, right? And then we would have maybe just some other random pie or something like that, right? Maybe a pecan pie. Yeah, so it's all well and good, but yeah, when I was younger, I just remember like we would like stuff ourselves. I'm like, how on earth did we do that? Like now, like I could not do that, and I don't want to do that either. Especially in my IBS, that's something you can't overload your stomach like that. Yeah, again, why would you? But hey, just saying. But yeah, that's just like a trigger. I'm like, all right, I'll just be in the bathroom all night. No big deal. Yeah. But also, I mean, with me and Matt, I mean, the first time I went to his house, his parents' house for Thanksgiving, it was so cool. There's all these aunts and uncles. You got his cousins. His sister came up from Baltimore. His brother was there, obviously. His grandma, his grandma's boyfriend. Oh my God, the list goes on. The list just goes on. I'm like, who are these people? I'm used to just the four of us, and the five of us once Abby came along, right? Now I'm like, who are you? So it's like you really gotta, have a mentality that you're just gonna be chatting and mingling with all these people. But it was so fun, such a fun time. We had turkey, green bean casserole, all the bread. The one thing that I loved and I drool over every day, I think I even have dreams about it, okay? His grandmom and his aunt, they make a sausage stuffing. Yeah, a sausage stuffing. Has anyone had this before? Now me, growing up, we had fucking three different stuffings and we didn't even think to put sausage in it. Oh my God, what is wrong with us? I have been missing out my entire life. So now I need to make it ASAP. I'm telling you, like, it was just so good. So good. And I actually asked his mom for the recipe recently. She sends me a picture. It was like this old piece of paper, this little like note paper with like maybe some meat drippings that were on it, maybe a coffee stain. It's all in cursive writing, and I'm like, I cannot read any of this. I'm like trying to guess. I'm like, does that say butter or beef or what? But I'm excited to make it this year for sure. So I'll keep you posted on that. But yeah, I mean, spending it with his family the first year was really exciting. Got to see everyone. And even at the end, like, we all just like hung around and like played games. We played Cards Against Humanity, which was like hilarious with like all the raunchy cards, you know what I'm saying? And like, oh, like who? Oh, you okay? That's how you think. Okay, we know who is a little perv, right? No, I'm just kidding. But really, yeah, watch out. Yeah, and it stinks this year with COVID, and especially right now, I mean, it's pretty crazy with all of the more like positive cases. It's 3.5 times worse than it was back in April. Like, what is that? I mean, I don't know, but trying to be safe and not do anything. We were gonna have it with my family, but my parents are older and my dad is on the older side, and we don't want to take a chance with him. So I think, yeah, we're more concerned with our parents than we are ourselves, but still, I mean, we should be concerned with everyone. So it sounds like, yeah, just Matt and I will have it here, and it's gonna be strange, but hey, this is what we're doing now, and it's okay. And we can always do a little FaceTime, maybe do a little Zoom. I don't know if you heard, but Zoom said that they were gonna waive the 40-minute like mark for anyone that had like the basic for Thanksgiving, so you can like enjoy it with your family. So, and just have it on the whole day, right? From starting and putting stuff in the oven to like cleaning up. I got my little visual by the sink, Okay, maybe not, but because you could get your computer wet, right? Unless you have your phone. So, yeah, but we'll see. It's just gonna be different. But what are you guys doing? Is anyone getting something I didn't two things actually, because I said it earlier and I was talking about leftovers, and then how about like going out to eat, or like maybe getting like a meal kit or something. I keep saying about that, but leftovers are my favorite. That's why I was like, when you go to other people's houses, you don't get any leftovers. Like maybe if it's your family's, right, you'll bring a little Tupperware, okay? But when you go to a friend's, they're like, fuck that, I'm not giving you shit. Yeah. Because they want to make the turkey sandwiches the next day. Or I saw some kind of like turkey, like, or even, I don't even think turkey was involved, but it was like some little like layered like lasagna, like you just kind of layered in a casserole and put all the leftovers in there. And oh yeah, I guess it was a turkey lasagna. Yeah, but with all the mash, like everything, like no pasta obviously, but just literally all your leftovers. So people get creative. People look forward to the leftovers. Yeah. Okay, so just saying, you gotta watch where you're gonna be, right? Yeah, and then I saw that, Blue Apron or HelloFresh or whoever is gonna be doing like meal kits, like Thanksgiving meal kits that you could order. I thought that was kind of cool, right? Well, why not? They should. You have this service, so get creative. And even I think I saw More Than the Curve that a couple restaurants were going to do like some like takeout dinners for that because, not everyone likes to cook, and that's fine. So if you want to go order from one of your local restaurants, right, do it up, because the only other time, there isn't any other time that you could get like all these like specific sides and turkey like from a restaurant. So you might as well. Who's going to be getting it in July, right? No one. No one's getting a turkey dinner with mashed potatoes and all that. No. People want their slushies. Yeah, liquid diet. Okay, so anywho, well, that's about it. That's about it for you guys. So let me know what you're doing for Thanksgiving. Maybe try to eat outside or inside, just by yourselves. So keep me posted. Love to hear it. Be sure to listen at thebigdanepodcast.com/podcast. And now, guys, you can see on my bio page and even the homepage, I have new pictures there. Yeah, for my photo shoot. So I just grabbed 2 different ones that I thought looked really nice for the website. So check it out. If you want to send me a message, just stay on the website. Go to the contact section. Send me a note. Send me a note with all your lovely recipes that you're doing on Thanksgiving, Hit me up. And if you have a little extra time, go to ratethispodcast.com/thebigdanepodcast. All right, my friends, please stay safe and healthy. Send me some pictures and have an amazing week. And happy Thanksgiving. All right. Peace out.